little bit of audience participation. So when I say, what do we want? You say, lotto. What do we want?
Lotto.
Oh, fucking say it like you mean it. What do we want?
Lotto.
Better. And when I say, when do we want it? You say,
Now.
there we go. We've got some smart people here. All right, let's try that again in full. What do we want?
Lotto.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Lotto.
When do we want it?
Now.
Thank you. I look forward to being a millionaire tomorrow. Appreciate it. I recently spoke to a financial advisor who informed me that winning lotto is not a genuine plan. And I went, fuck. You might be thinking, oh, she's got a financial advisor, she's got money. Bitch, don't got money. No, I made the wise decision about 4 years ago to hand over my super to a total stranger who takes great delight in calling me every year. And I'm at work and I see his number come up and I'm like, it's Adam. So I answer the phone, I'm like, hey Adam. And he's like, hey, it's an annual review. And I'm like, I hate talking about money, mostly because I don't have much. So he's like super keen, he's like, I'm super glad, like, let's do this. And I'm like, dude, can we just do this shit over the phone? Like, I'm fucking sick of coming into your office. I don't know if you can tell, Adam, but I don't give a fuck. And he's like, yeah, it does kind of come across. I'm like, yeah, especially when you talk about how much I've been saving. It makes me feel awesome. And last time I managed to convince him it was viable via Teams. But he starts it off like we're best buddies. And I'm like, dude, we would never get along in the real world. Drinker, nerd. No. And then he's like, how's your dog and your parrot going? And I'm like, dick. We both know you don't care about my dog or parrot. That shit's in your fucking notes. I bet later you're going to talk to some guy called Richard and ask about little Susie. Like, you don't care. And then he's like, what have you been up to for the last year? And I was like, I've been busy. He goes, yeah, what have you done? And I said, I started comedy. He's like, wow, that's great. And I said, I didn't say it was good at it. And then I said, oh, and I self-published a book. And he's like, oh my God, that's amazing. How's it going? And I said, I've had 3 downloads, so you can call me JK Rowley. And he's like, it'll be 4 after this. And I'm like, all right. He gets $2,000 out of me annually. So for my $2,000, I get that 5 minutes of attempted to feel special. It really doesn't fucking work on me. Speaking of getting advice, I've noticed that there's a lot of people online who are trying to give life coaching these days. I don't know if you've heard of Jay Shetty, but he gets around. Apparently you can do a course in it now because adults need to learn how not to be pricks to each other. So we'll pay somebody else to do that for us. And I was like, well, if that wanker can do it, so can I. I'll give you some fucking life advice. You're worried about that person being a weird cunt? Cough, and then start talking about getting Rona tested. If you ever feel awkward, just start acting awkward. It's not going to fix the situation, but now you both feel weird. Sharing. If you're worried about someone judging you, just get in there first. Did you notice you've got a weird face? Back right up. Obviously, people are going to have to sign a waiver for my services. I mean, if they get punched in the head, that's not on me. I also thought about dating hacks. Do we have any single people in the room tonight? Woo! Yay! Well, these dating hacks are for you. Yes. Again, you should probably sign the waiver. Basically, I have some pretty simple rules when it comes to dating. The first rule is, when you invite them over, make sure it looks like a fucking shit show. That way they'll never expect your house to be clean, nor will they expect you to help them. Okay, you're in a safe space now. Also, tell them that you can't cook for shit. Just drop it in there like, oh yeah, one time I made this meal. Food poisoning. You'll never have to fucking cook ever. Sweet as, you're setting yourself up. If you've got a pet, make sure that person knows if they're below the pet. I know the dog sleeps here. I guess you can be at the end of the bed if you want. I mean, there's the couch also. Basically, you just really need to establish the rules very quickly and up front, and he'll be in a safe space. It works if you're really bad at dating. Not that I know personally. I also wanted to share with you, considering dating, a lot of people talk to me about the differences between men and women. Because that's fucking fun. And I'm like, dude, I can tell you all about the differences between men and women. And they're like, how can you say so confidently? I'm like, I grew up with two brothers, okay? I know how to beat the shit out of boys, and they know how to fuck with me. So I often say, oh, you know, men think linear, and women, we're all in circles. Yeah, we'll fucking remember everything. We come for you. They've forgotten, and there's just me jumping out of the closet, watching my brother freak out, and I'm like, man, motherfucker, didn't see that coming. We know how to hold a grudge, men tend to let shit go pretty quick, which is good for them. I once said to a male, he's like, what is the difference? And I said, well, imagine that you killed someone, alright? A dude would dig the grave, shove the body in, and that'll be it. It's fucking over. A girl, well, chuck the body in there, let it settle for a couple of months, and then we'll get bored one day, come back and go, yeah, he's still dead. Cute. Maybe a year later, yeah, I feel better now. And I've had a few people say to me, oh, it must be so much easier dating girls. And I'm like, fuck no, bitches be cray. It's valid that men say that, but only I can say it because I'm a bitch too. Thanks for your time tonight, guys.
Folks, keep that noise going. We're going to bring on our next guest.